Crack them open, boys.
Here's to the start of a
Brand new friendship. All right, good evening, guys and gals, and welcome back to another episode of Nice Guys Finish Last. Tonight we're actually going to be talking about online dating, stuff like Tinder, hookups, stuff like that through a virtual interface. So I guess first we're going to start off with, let's just roll, what do you guys think about it? Let's go right to left down the line and see what we got.
I don't like it.
All right, that is
Not a fan. I've tried it, and maybe I'm just not good at it. Maybe that's why I don't like it. But I am more of a face-to-face, meet him in person kind of thing. I just feel like it's just. I mean, I guess it all depends on what you're looking for too.
Okay, I like it. Carter, what do you got?
I don't have much.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But, yeah.
I don't know if it works for some people, I guess.
Yeah, all right.
You seem to
Different
be
strokes.
okay with
Different-
it.
different
strokes.
This guy not so much.
It's kind of not so much. You know, it's hit and miss for me. I'll be honest with you. It's either terrible or slightly less terrible. So two choices.
I don't know. I feel like it works for some people, like Carter said. I'm not a huge fan. I don't like texting all that much. I prefer FaceTiming and stuff anyhow. I mean, I don't really have much to go
Always
with.
try to FaceTime me at the worst possible fucking
I don't
time.
like the text. I like the FaceTime better. And
Literally be working like
Taking a shit.
or doing or literally people inconvenient times.
Sometimes you gotta go.
And then it won't be once, it'll be like 3 times in a row.
yeah, 'cause
Okay.
you didn't answer, so I'm gonna call you back. I had something important to say.
All right, moving on. Dill, what do you think about it? I don't know if you've had much experience with it or not, but
No, well, just from what I've seen, and kind of just from looking at it from the outside looking in point of view, it all looks very shallow and just very superficial. Obviously, we all know that these dating apps aren't meant for dating most of the time.
Farmers only.
wait, what are they for, Dylan?
Banging.
You know what I mean?
Banging.
I mean, they can be. Like I said, it all depends on how you set up your profile and what you're shooting for.
It did.
Okay,
I mean-
ultimately, what are you shooting for, though? I mean,
Well, it depends.
Yeah, let us know.
It varies. It varies person to person.
What
So what you're shooting for.
If I want to get with her just one time, different strategy. If you want to be with her long term, it's a
different strategy.
Well,
Play it
yeah,
all fields.
exactly.
Yeah,
You want to
so-
be a hot milf in your area?
Go to porn.
Different
So-
strategy.
Anyway,
I
okay.
love Ashton Addison.
For hookup, it's just on Tinder, but if you find her again on Hinge, it's meant to be.
I think in your case it would be Grindr.
Yeah, you
Oh boy. All right, so now that we've actually started the topic and we mentioned, Tinder and Hinge, let's actually talk about
favorites.
our favorites. And
What's your favorite?
yeah, Dill. I heard Grindr in the chat or somewhere down the line.
Yeah, great place to get high quality meals.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with Grindr though if you swing that way.
If you grind.
If you grind.
You guys.
If
If
you're
you
Grindr.
swing that way, there was nothing wrong with that.
I was
but
approached at one time.
Speaking at least from all of our experiences, I don't think any of us will be on Grindr anytime soon.
No.
Can't
I've
say.
had more guys buy me drinks than girls.
I don't know if that would be
Interesting.
something you
Is that
want.
something you really want to be flexing?
No, that's okay. though. I mean, free drinks are free drinks. $20 is $20.
That's
Until you get roofied like one of our friends.
That's not my problem.
for real though.
I will remember it.
Doesn't become any less of a compliment when a dude buys you a drink.
And then roofies.
I think it's more of a compliment.
Roofies.
Isn't it more of
Yeah.
a compliment if another guy thinks you're
I
attractive
feel like they
too?
have higher standards.
I feel like they do too.
So we're slamming women. Is that what we're on to?
I'm just
Clarify. Come on. Let's
I
clarify.
think we got off topic.
Off topic. Anyway,
So-
so favorites, of these, dating apps, banging apps,
Yeah.
how are we
I
doing?
mean, you got the basics: Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble.
Yeah, sure.
Those are the
And then
basic
Farmers Only.
3. I guess Farmers Only,
Christian
Harmony,
Mingle.
Christian Mingle.
plenty of fish.
Ashton Madison.
Okay, we're not talking about those. The ones that
Craigslist.
people use are.
Personal section.
Oh, I like your
Is
ad.
that a back page?
Getting into the
Craigslist?
hot wife
Look at
lifestyle.
That's fine, look at that. But anyway, okay, so we're just gonna stick with the main 3, like Canyon mentioned. Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble. Tristan, out of the three, do you have any of the three? Which one's your favorite? Which one you don't like? And why?
Well, I mean, currently I have Tinder, kind of. My profile is inactive right now. I switched it off.
Gotta turn it off every now and again. Gotta go dark out.
I don't know if I necessarily have a
Ghost
favorite.
mode.
I mean, with Tinder, you're casting a much broader net. There are a lot more people use it, I think. So you're casting a much broader net when you're using Tinder. But I mean, but again, I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like the whole online dating experience or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
I prefer to meet another person in person.
Okay.
Maybe it's just because I suck at it. I'll admit it. My profile's kind of shitty. So I have a huge lack of pictures of myself. So
I've got three.
and I don't really know exactly what to put in my bio. It's kind of hard to figure out what exactly to put in there because you don't really know what women
they're
are
after.
looking for.
Putting in my bio.
I'm gonna be yourself.
Yeah, so that don't work.
That
most
don't
of the
work.
Saying that.
time. You end up being yourself, you get shot down, friend zone, ghosted,
My bio's pretty funny.
Not if you're cool.
or you don't even get swiped down.
Not
No, I didn't get swiped. All right, so hold up. We're gonna go to bios next. Carter, have you had any experience on?
Shot
I
down
mean, I
myself.
can't say that I have,
right?
but
But
gotta pick a favorite.
okay, yeah, pick a favorite.
I feel like everyone uses Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
A little overused. Hear about it too much.
Okay, you're about
Saturated.
saturated market.
Bumble.
Mhm.
I see a lot of ads for Bumble. Fucking celebrities doing TikToks for them.
For Bumble.
Really?
Fuck that one.
No,
I'm not doing what they tell me.
I'm not doing what they tell me.
So what was the last one? Hinge. Gotta be Hinge.
Gotta be Hinge.
I've never heard of it before
I think,
tonight.
Gotta be
with,
Gotta
I
be
mean,
Hinge.
Bumble,
No,
you get a bit of a
that's-
different
I feel like that's
experience
fair.
because it forces the women to shoot their shot.
That
first.
is if
Which
they
one?
want to speak.
Bumble.
Bumble.
But that's the
They-
TikTok one that you.
That's the TikTok one.
disapprove of.
Yeah.
This
No.
group.
But
Can't
but
do
it forces the women to shoot their shot rather than always the man shooting their shot, which kind of makes for a bit of a different experience, I think.
Fair. Yeah,
I've
that's
only
fair.
had Bumble one time, and I don't know.
Crash and burn on the first one.
Pretty much.
See how the second one goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
To
All
be
right.
determined.
To be determined.
TBD.
So anyway, between the three, I've only really had a Tinder, and it has been up and down, depending on what I'm looking for. It's if you're shooting those shots and you're really just trying to take somebody home, either for a day, for a week, whatever it is,
Get married.
get married. One
At
of
a bar.
one of those things at a bar. Yes. Anyway, it's worked and it hasn't worked, depending on what you say or what people are after. Much like Tristan said, I believe. But moving on, Mr. Walker.
So I just downloaded Tinder again today, just for this segment here, just to kind of see what I've had in the past. I don't really like Tinder, like Tristan said. I'm more of a face-to-face type of dude. I just feel like it's more personal that way too. Like you go up and talk to someone, and that's
Kind of
that.
cuts through the bullshit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Here,
No,
drink this
yeah.
drink. Let's get to it. That.
Well, but I
that's
mean,
what's
but even
about
that,
it.
it takes more like courage too. Like you're
It
not
takes,
gonna-
yeah, it's more personable.
It does though.
No, it does. It
You
does.
can. I can
It's
send the
way
same
it's way
message-
easier to send a message over Tinder than it is to approach somebody in person.
Not to
Sure.
mention, also, body language is a huge thing.
Yes.
I mean, you see a lot more in person
Hmm.
than you would, over messaging.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And you can't convey something the same way,
And pictures are deceiving.
That's what. Yeah.
They can be, yes.
Let me tell you what.
Could be an actual catfish.
Well, that's the thing, and that's another thing is you get to know somebody a lot quicker in person. Like I said, it cuts through the bullshit. You get to know somebody a lot quicker in person than what you do messaging, and I think it's better that way, and you can it's hard to sometimes it's hard to interpret messages and what they mean, and sometimes if somebody's really shitty at messaging, like
Yeah.
me.
It happens. Hey, maybe you're
So,
good
I
sometimes.
didn't pick my favorite. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably go with Carter, Hinge.
Hinge. Okay. And tell us a little bit about Hinge, maybe for people who don't know, because I myself haven't been
Not a
on.
clue what it is.
So actually, I disagree. I don't like Hinge.
Well, that was quick.
That was quick.
There are no attractive females on
I
Hinge.
disagree.
There are no attractive females on Hinge. I've
Okay.
had it for 2 days now. I just downloaded it.
2 days.
2 days.
No
2
days.
Do you make your own decisions, or do you have Zach make your decisions for you?
Here, man, he
Because
made
you said yes, and then Zach's like,
No. Wait a minute.
That reminded me of the low quality of women. on Hinge.
So, Zach, how long have you had Hinge?
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Probably over a week.
have you met a woman on
Recently.
Did something happen on
Did you meet your lady friend?
Yes,
Was that
you
Tinder or
did.
Hinge?
Hinge.
Was
Yeah,
that-
so there you go.
So again, you had
And
Yeah, thumbs down.
thumbs down. Yeah.
Young
Not
Zachary.
a good
Young Zachary.
Hinge is a no-go.
Yeah, Hinge is bad. I don't really like Bumble. I've never really messed with Bumble at all.
It's just I feel like the more
Oh no.
phone's on silent, please and thank
Probably
you.
mine. It's over there on the bar. I thought it was dead by now.
So I'd have to go Tinder's my favorite.
Tinder's your favorite?
I mean,
and why is that? Because
I've
you've had
had
best luck.
the most
or-
success on Tinder, and I've used that the most.
Okay. Sure.
It's
Yeah.
just
I
I, think
never
it's,
messed
it's
with
easier to
Bumble.
get a conversation going because I think a lot of the times on Bumble it's like it's completely one-sided and it's like you got to sit there and it's like okay you match with them and now it's like you have literally no ability to shoot your shot because they have to message first.
Okay. Sure.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, different approach kind of thing. Anyway, Dylan,
Yes.
up to you. You know, obviously we've talked on a previous segment how you two are already committed to someone, but
Committed.
yeah, anything can change.
He's
right?
married.
Anything can
Loose
change.
quotes there.
Anything can change.
Oh my god. Well, he's married. That's going to be a lot harder for him.
So you tried. So it's easy for yourself.
Oh, shut up.
I'm
So,
joking.
I'm joking. Joking.
so, anyways, I think I don't really like the looks of Tinder from like a dating aspect. I've never been on it, but like from all the experiences that I've heard from these guys and everything I see about Tinder, it's not really about finding a relationship, like a long-term relationship.
I disagree. Tristan's had a relationship, and I've also had a relationship off Tinder.
I know,
Yeah.
but when has
But
when
I
has
mean,
it
again,
actually
it all.
advertised?
But I
Like,
mean,
we
I mean,
want you to find
so with our age group, all right,
Mhm.
Tinder is more for hookups.
No,
Just
it's-
be honest.
it really
It
is.
is. It's just what it is.
That's
But
it.
I mean, it also depends on how you set up your profile and what you're looking for.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a question?
Yes, you can.
What's your age group for?
My age group,
Yes.
my
What are you
age
set to?
group is set to what is it? 21 to
45.
I'm curious what Canyons is set to.
21.
Legally get away.
So of the legal drinking age, which is a year younger than me,
I have a bra. Right?
to 26.
It's like
Okay.
35.
No, that's. I mean, that's
To
a good
4 years
one.
older.
Really?
That's a
I
good.
One
see
year
about
younger.
those numbers.
To 4 years
Those
old.
are really good numbers.
Let's go to Canyon.
Kenny,
His
what's
age
your
group.
Yeah, what's your age?
Mine's
group?
actually pretty broad. It's from
Pretty
18 to 35.
Wow!
There it is.
That is
Hey.
a broad net.
Hey, you gotta shoot multiple
If I
shots.
can
across the
find a
two
girl,
You're casting out a lot of lines there.
if I can find a girl
looking
who
for
has
a
a
sugar
steady,
mama.
yeah, she has a steady job and she can take care of me, I'm all for it. I don't want to work.
Straight up, I gotta go with Canyon. Mine is set from 28 to 45, so
45?
that's where I'm sitting.
It's like the same age as your mom.
She's actually older.
That is
than
literally older than my mom.
That's tough.
Hey, did you
Hey, I
not
haven't told your mom yet. But
28 to 45?
yes.
That's a little different.
Are you
I like it.
the reason
looking
being-
for a swinger?
No, but I haven't.
Just like up at the casino.
I have
Oh,
I've
She said to me, man. No, they were swingers, Zach.
Her husband would fuck you up. No joke.
Yeah.
He might fuck with.
But that's okay. I would fuck
Probably want you to tag him in at some
He'd
point.
probably fuck you too.
Off topic.
Anyway,
Fucking each other.
story for another time.
Story for another
No,
time.
but I mean, as the older
Is that a knock on the door?
ladies have the experience.
That is very true. And you know what? I have found that also.
I've been told multiple
Well,
times if you get a chance to hook up with an older girl, they'll rock your world.
Who have you been told that?
We'll
by?
see.
An older
My
girl?
entire golf league.
Okay. That's fair.
They're also 50
A bunch of
plus.
drunk old men.
Yes, a bunch of drunk old men who have been through the world.
The only benefit, the one big benefit I think to hooking up with an older woman is there's probably gonna be snacks somewhere in the house.
A bag of pretzels in our
Probably, if you go to the fridge,
I'm
all
not gonna lie,
right,
she
depending
would
on
take
whether or
that
not,
to
like,
So I got
depending
that.
on whether or not she has kids,
Yep.
all right.
Okay,
it might be
I'm
some
not-
Capri Sun.
Take
or
take
something.
all.
You never know.
Some
Which
fruit snacks?
actually, all right,
Hey,
so
you know, just gotta grab
some
that
gushers?
for
So speaking of that, actually, what would you snag out of a MILF's house after you know,
I do like that,
Dude,
but
that's-
since you asked the question, you have to answer.
What would you do?
what would I
You
do?
answer first, I'll answer.
Okay, well, if I was in a situation where I was
You were
single,
tagging
doing
on
this-
Hypothetical.
so
you know.
completely hypothetical.
What about you? Apparently,
Let's see.
apparently we got one.
What would I take out of the house?
I'd probably take your son's baseball minute. Just to be
Oh,
that.
okay, so we're,
Just to be that douche.
Alright, that's
okay.
way too much of a dick.
I was saying like food wise.
I know,
Food? Fruit
Like-
snacks? Fruit snacks for
We're
sure.
talking about food. We're not talking about
Not an actual meal.
You went from a hookup to committing a crime.
Stealing her son's.
Hey, all I do is steal hearts.
No,
All I do is
there's
steal
one.
hearts.
There was a fucking line.
Baseball mitts. Little children's baseball mitts. So they can't
Just
just catch with their dad anymore.
Because they don't have a dad. He's the new dad.
He's gotta look at make eye contact with the kid as you're walking out. Be like, look, I ain't gonna make you call me dad.
We're gonna play catch at some point in time.
But we're gonna play catch. I'm gonna take this for safekeeping.
That's really what he's doing with the
Walk in
glove.
the room, take the baseball man, walk out, don't say
That's
a
fucking
word.
no. That's fucking horrible.
God.
It's
That's
awful.
terrible.
Okay, I think for
There was a line and you blew past it. Not even like
That's okay.
like
There aren't really any lines here.
Like I
They're not
usually do.
established.
No, we went from talking about taking a
Okay.
Capri Sun out of the fridge
You
to
understand?
taking the single mom's son's fuck kid's baseball.
You gotta prove your dominance in ways.
That's not how this works.
You know,
Yes.
while we're on that topic, though, like, I think if he had a race car bed, I would definitely try to take that.
You would what?
If he had a race car bed, like, I would definitely try to take that. For sure, 100%.
Why?
Why would you even start to
Just,
I've never had one.
just call me, Dylan. I'll come over and help you take that shit. Don't worry.
Like, trying to fit it through the door.
Lift your legs. Lift your legs. Come on.
You know, if we take the legs off, it'd be a whole lot easier if we just get this out.
No, you just gotta drive it out, boys. One of you has to push while you're driving.
Okay, back to the dating apps. What's your go-to line though?
Go-to line. I suck at this. I don't really have a go-to. I think what I usually try and do is I try and
H-E-Y.
H-E?
The big old.
hey,
What's up?
big ol' hey,
With a
so-
smiley face?
No, so I think what I usually try and do is I try and like find something like in their like bio or one of their pictures and like try and steer the conversation that way.
Trying to relate
break
to them.
break the ice with that.
Disagree.
Is that almost,
Or if you're just trying to be funny, you can just say like a pickup line like, "Hey, like well, the one you told me
Yeah.
with
Which
the
one?
I'm having trouble with my alphabet and
Okay, what is
I
it?
don't even know.
Please say.
I'm having trouble with the alphabet. The only ones I don't get are U-R-A-Q-T.
U-R-Q-T.
Boom, shooter,
Gotcha.
shooter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I tried that.
How'd it
I've
go? Actually.
Crash and
Didn't get a reply.
That's alright. You know what? That's
That's the
not
whole
one.
alphabet, but then forget the D, and then be like, "Where's the D?" Be like, "You get that later."
Yeah. Oh.
Another classic one.
Carter, you
Except
can
that's a
get-
lot of typing.
You can get
So it's like maybe you should switch professions.
you know what though?
Yeah.
She was probably
Married
like, oh,
to-
this guy doesn't know his alphabet. Must be a dumb shit.
He must be really dumb. He does not
That's
know.
an idiot.
Guys.
I'm,
Alright, Carter. So if you were to have a dating app, what would be your one-liner? Your go-to one-liner?
For like, what was the line you said to your wife? You didn't say.
Yeah.
you want to go to the movies?
Show me that Diddy.
You know what?
And it
I don't
worked.
think you said that. I'm gonna call you out.
Okay, well, like, give me
You might have said that.
on the spot good
I
one.
might have said that. I don't know. The ABC thing was pretty
Alright,
much
you
all
know
I
what? That's
got.
fair. That's fair. That's good content.
Other than that, I'd probably say, "Hey,
How you doing? The thumbs up.
what's up with it?"
So, I typically roll with, and this gets some good success occasionally, If you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime. And you know, that gets some stuff going occasionally. Some giggles at least. I'll tell you that much. What about you, Canyon?
Well, I have a couple different strategies that I go with. Sometimes I use the corny pickup lines, and that works kinda. But then most of the other time, I would say some random ass shit.
Such as like a question or like
No,
just a
like,
statement?
like I was telling you earlier, like I messaged a girl, I said, what would you do if you were being chased by a giraffe? Like, no one says that. No one says that. Like, everyone
I
who's
think
on
there's a reason.
No, hold on. You want to stand out. Girls on Tinder and these dating apps.
People that get chased by a giraffe.
Alright, hold
Can
up,
I
hold up.
finish?
Please
Can I finish?
continue.
So, how many? Yes, please. The girls on Tinder
Was she just on
get
Safari?
flooded. Yes. The girls on Tinder get literally 100 likes a day, and they like. So you have to stand out. Most guys are gonna go with either the hey or oh look at this bio. Oh you play softball in high school. Oh you like balls. Whatever. Fuck. I don't know.
You like balls.
But
Why don't you give these
if you
away?
say something random like that, and I haven't good success with like the random stuff, you'll
So you've
get
had good success.
yeah, you'll get a good like most of the time you'll get at least like the first opening response you'll get a text back with something out of the blue that no one else says.
Sure.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
mean,
say what if you're being chased by a dragon. It could be literally anything in the world.
have you got a response to the what if?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's like the girl said, I would try and mount it. And I was like,
To which you followed up with?
I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
I didn't think
I did
that
not-
was-
I was
prepared for a
I was not
response.
prepared for that one.
Was
I
not
think I get
expecting
this.
a follow
Well,
up.
it's
Yeah,
about
I think I got this.
being unique and standing out, making
Yeah.
yourself stand out from all the other dudes that
That's what I'm
she's
saying.
matched with that day.
But like, if you go off of what her bio says, 1,000 guys mess because the girls have more likes than guys. Every single app ever, the
Obviously.
girls have more matches than what the guys do.
If you have boobies, you're gonna be popular.
No matter what.
It's true.
That's
That's
just-
why you get in the gym, boys, and you work on those pectoral muscles.
Because if you have boobies too,
You also have boobies.
You can counter boobies with boobies.
You will be.
But if I'm going with like a corny pickup line, my go-to is like, you and I would make beautiful babies, and that's worked a couple times. Another time that's happened, a girl said,
creepy, but
no,
Holy
it's not
shit.
though.
Alright,
It's not
keep
though.
going, keep going, keep going. I
It's
like it.
not. This one girl said, okay, let's have a baby. And I was like, no. I was just joking there. That's not an actual.
that's a good follow up to that.
I was like,
You got prepared with those shots like that. You gotta go all the
I
way.
was not prepared for that. Like for the draft like this,
All right.
I say these things.
Let's have
And
a baby.
if I get weird responses back, I'm not prepared
See,
at all.
but that's the test. I feel like if you hit them with the weird and they hit you back, they're down, but you gotta keep
You,
playing. the
you
game.
gotta keep playing the game. Like, we can go through the process of that baby making.
But the process is the fun.
But I'm gonna put a
Mine's
helmet on
like-
that soldier.
Yeah.
Send them in, boys.
We will be wearing armor for sure. Then another one is I used Kohl's the other day. He was saying
Oh,
it's
jeez.
like what was it?
Remember me?
Oh yeah. I said, do you remember me? And she said, absolutely not. I said, it's okay. I forget most of my dreams too. So that actually
That's
worked.
a really good follow up. That's a great
That
follow
is pretty good.
And it actually works. I wasn't like I didn't think it would because it was Cole. I don't think
Because
it
it was
think
Cole.
it would.
Cool.
But she said, ha 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 ha, and she said that's funny. And she said, add me on Snap.
Okay.
I did not add her on Snap,
You playing
but
along?
I forgot.
Oh,
I
you
forgot
forgot.
to.
Okay, all right, fair, yeah.
So.
Dylan,
Dylan,
that's good stuff.
What do you go to?
oh shit. I don't know. I'd probably be like extremely blunt. Like, hey, if we're gonna do this,
I feel like
Let's
you
cut it
Let's just cut through the bullshit.
cut through
we're
the
gonna,
bullshit.
we're gonna do this. Meet me at the Super 8 off the so
Holy
in between the times of 8 to 10.
He's the
because-
coochie man.
Coochie
man.
Gucci man.
He's married to
You're meeting somebody at a Super 8. I think you're on the wrong app.
That's fair.
That right
That's
there
fair.
is a Craigslist.
Sorry, I was gonna say.
Obviously, I'm not gonna
That's
go for an
Craigslist.
expensive hotel or motel or anything. It's gonna be bottom of the
Do
barrel.
they rent those bad boys by the hour?
I don't even know.
Don't even know.
At this point, they're probably
Yeah.
doing
You know,
anything they can to stay in business.
I could just lay
I
a
got
card-
15 minutes,
I could
15
just
minutes.
lay a cardboard box like flattened out down on the ground right next to a fucking highway. Like I don't even care as long as it's somewhere.
Holy
else.
Fuck, man.
I'm not a classy man. I'm not a
Are you
romantic.
fucking hobos?
Have a soup
I
kitchen.
feel like that's what I match with.
Do they have teeth? Are these the girls that you're like talking about?
Hey, from what I hear, that can be better sometimes.
Do you
Yeah, as long as they don't have
Supply
like
with
some
meth
sort of
afterwards,
STD or addicted to
No,
drugs.
you provide her drugs after.
Is that
So
what
what you want, the
pay
heroin? Or...
for?
Oh, God.
boy.
No,
That's,
I don't know what I would do, honestly.
Well,
Never thought about
that's a
it.
good
You know
start.
what?
I'll tell you that.
I think you'd be an ultimate simp.
Ooh, that's a hard
I
statement.
think-
That hurts to hear.
I know,
That's a
I'm
hard
saying,
statement.
but you're a super nice dude. I just don't think you have what it takes.
So,
And that is
hold up. Now that you've said simp, Canyon, just got a question for you.
like what's
An ultimate nice dude.
I
So,
don't know.
if you're an ultimate nice dude, just a nice guy in general, are you a simp?
There's a difference.
Don't look
between-
at Zach. He doesn't have the answer.
He might, I don't know.
Jesus.
Your lifeline's cut off.
You tell me what you think. Keep going. Next card. Next card. But for real, tell me what you think about that.
No, if you're a nice dude, I don't think so. But I think if you like do whatever she wants on a whim,
Okay.
and you don't have a backbone, I think that makes you a simp.
Sure.
But you can be a nice dude. I'm a nice dude. I'm nice to girls.
Nice dude.
I am I'm nice to girls.
Nice
But
to
yeah,
I
would-
respect women.
I would agree. I would agree. with that.
All 5 of them that I'm talking to, I respect
Every one of them.
Every
So I'm done.
Snapchat and text I send, I put that out with respect.
I would agree. I would agree with
Wanna
that.
make
though. There is definitely a difference between being a nice guy and being a simp. You can be a nice guy and
So
be
Carter's
nice
a
to
simp.
them, respect them, and stuff like that. But like Canyon said, if you're just overtly being nice and doing everything and agreeing with everything that they say and doing everything that you can, just hoping that you'll get some coochie,
Some coochie.
That's-
Some
that's-
hoping to be the coochie man.
That's-
you
that's
coochie
good.
man.
that's pretty.
Okay, well, you know what? I would have to agree with both of you on that statement. But moving on to what we have next.
Where
So
are we at in this
I think
episode?
we've kind of talked on success and failures a little bit. But again, where we are, have we had more success online, or have we had more success in person?
in person.
Oh,
without
for sure.
me.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Clearly,
That's right.
in
One
person,
for
I've never
one
been
in
online.
Clearly in person. Not once has Carter
What about you?
Not one
Also,
goddamn
Carter's
time.
What
one
about
for
you?
one in person.
I have definitely had more success in bars.
We're shooting 100 though.
Or just even meeting people like in class or something like that, face to face, person. If you're like who you are, you're real with everything, and hey, can you shut the fuck up for a second?
Let him talk.
If you're being yourself and you're being real, that's a really good way to pick up women, straight up.
You just be.
But
most-
again- but-
not.
But don't be the lame version of yourself.
Yeah, don't be a
Be
piece of
better
shit.
than what you
Fucking
actually
pussy.
are. Yeah, be better than what you
don't
are.
be the fucking
That
version
is
of
actually a
yourself.
good point. It is probably the best to be the best version of yourself because, well, let's face it.
But you
have-
can't always be the best version.
No, but you have better days.
No.
No, but like,
What the fuck?
so I mean, like, you do have better days, right?
So
When
if
you
it's a
got
bad day and you're just rolling
you got
in,
good days.
you have no chance.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes you can just kind of channel it. Like, you're like,
Channel the inner best.
You gotta
day.
channel the inner best of you.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, but for sure, I think all of us have had more success in person
For
than
sure.
we have just because we're a pretty decently fun group,
Mm.
and I mean, people are just attracted to us.
I would say.
Just
Well,
piss excellence.
Well,
They see us
Oh,
and they want the other
Kiss
way.
excellence.
No, I would say. Most times,
Bud Bash is prime example. People
I-
who approach
yes,
us.
I will
We
say
started that
that.
party.
yes.
Okay, so success and failures. Obviously, we've had better success in person. But what's the best way to approach either messaging girls or actually trying to pick them up in person? Tristan, why don't you start with this?
Well, I think I'll just start off.
Pick one. Just pick
Well,
one.
I think my first tip to breaking the ice or anything like that. It's just shoot your shot. The worst thing that they can say is no.
Yeah,
And shoot you
absolutely.
down.
You know what?
And
That's
shoot, you miss.
absolutely.
You miss the stupid adage, the old adage, I should say. Of you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky,
Wayne-
Michael Scott.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can't be afraid to shoot your shot, no matter who you are, no matter what girl it is. If you don't shoot your shot, there's a 100% chance you will never get a chance with them.
And Tristan, once you say like, there's going to be a time when someone's just not going to like
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely.
And they're not going to want you.
Right, and you can't allow that to deflect you from talking to other people in the future.
So, like I said, like you guys said, don't let that determine. But no girl, even if you match them, is required to message you back. There is
That's
no rule in Tinder, Hinge, or Bumble that says if you match, they are required to message you back. It's just if they don't message you back, move on to the next. There's so many girls out there. I mean, and guys. There's so many girls and guys out there.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have, how good looking you are. You are more than likely, for the average guy, you're going to miss more shots than you make.
Absolutely.
And
Unless you're very rich and very handsome.
But that doesn't matter. Like that doesn't matter.
With a
It
great
does-
But I mean,
you don't
yeah.
need to be very rich or very handsome.
Then
It's,
you
I think
might win
most of
every one
it.
of those.
This is a different conversation. Also, I think confidence is more
Yes,
important.
absolutely.
okay, so wait, what was the original question? I completely forgot.
I don't know. but
Tristan
I like-
Butler, why are you here?
Can't-
No, I'm just kidding. It was if you were to, what's the best way to approach someone either by messaging or.
Oh, he said to shoot your shot.
And he said shoot your shot.
And just be confident and just shoot your shot, however that is.
And I like that. I like that.
Minus sending unsolicited dick pics.
But
We're on to
That's
that
a different
is-
story, but that is huge.
Yes.
Just don't whip it out. Just
Can't
don't.
get you in prison.
No one wants to see
That will
it.
get you on a list that you will
Okay.
never get off.
No.
Carter, what's yours? What's your advice for that?
I don't know.
Okay, skip. Zach.
Okay. So again, like Tristan said and Canyon both said, confidence is key. That's number one. If you walk up and you're yourself and you're just open and you're having a good time, because you know what, everybody likes to have fun in general. Everybody likes to talk. Humans are social animals, right? So if you just go be yourself, open up through messaging, through in person, I'll guarantee though you'll have better luck in person, guaranteed. And like Tristan said again, you miss 100% of the shots you do not take. So take those shots. Be confident, be yourself.
I mean, what I'd say is be confident. And like I said, no girl's required to message you back. No guy's required to message you back. If they don't message you back, and this goes for in person too. If you get rejected in person, I mean, fuck it. It's not a huge deal.
Another
Like,
one. Keep shoveling
You,
those
you
snowflakes,
can't
boys.
take that personal at all. It's not you for sure. Like, you're probably an awesome person because you're watching our podcast.
Oh, 100%.
So you are
Our
probably,
subscribers are the best.
you are just the best.
Top 1%.
Top
Easily.
1%.
It's just great. But, I mean, they're not required to like you. That's just facts. It doesn't have anything to do with you.
First off, adding on that, if no one else likes you, then I like you. Just
I
for that
like you
reason.
too. I like you. Two people like you. No matter what, two people at least
The
like
rest
you.
of us don't, so that's
So only two. But I mean, like I said, be confident. That's pretty much what I. Even on messaging apps, I mean, a lot of people overthink what they're doing. Like sometimes I overthink. If it's like a really, really pretty girl, like really hot girl, I'll overthink, and that's kind of.
No,
then you
that-
overthink, and you say something stupid like "Hey," like that's not a good. I mean, I don't know what you got to do,
It's not good.
but that's not good.
Definitely.
And then you try to like over type. It's just not good. Like.
Be yourself.
Be yourself,
Be yourself.
I guess.
Be
Yeah.
yourself. Be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
100%.
Dylan, would you like to add anything?
What's the best way to approach a woman? Or, I guess, a man?
You're really good at approaching. Actually, girls are really good at approaching you, but you turn them down. So
Every single time.
So I mean, there's
every
just
time.
Which is okay.
there's just see, it's hard to touch on anything because you guys did such a good job already, like touching base with everything. And there's not too much I really want to add as far as it goes. But I feel like just can't stress enough. If you're not yourself, you're not gonna find someone who is right for you. All right. I mean, you can go out there. You can be whoever you want to be. That's the great thing about the internet. I mean, if you don't like what you are on a normal day-to-day basis. You want to be something different.
Could be a small Asian woman on the internet.
He's got the images to prove it.
You
He has catfished a many.
you go be the glorious you
That's what
that
you're
you want to
doing,
be,
huh?
and that's
The
all I was
kids
gonna
are
say
watching.
about
No, that's good.
that. I mean,
So honestly, I think that's all we really have tonight. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks again for joining us.
And always don't forget, stay hungry, Canadians.